Guys, today we're going to be looking at all my childhood Game Boy Advance games. I would show my childhood Game Boy Color and Game Boy original games like Pokemon Yellow, Pokemon Red and Blue, and Gold, Silver, and Crystal. But as we all know, the batteries died after a 5-year period and you couldn't save. And at the time, nobody knew how to fix it. So I lost all those files. I have all my 5th generation Sinnoh. And going forward, I'm going to make another video that separately because I don't know how long this is going to take. But for these, yeah, the clock would die, but the save file wouldn't actually die, so you would retain the save file. And then if you wanted to, like, get berries or have, the Lily Cove, the top, all that stuff, to do with the clock, then, like I said, the berries for Feebas or whatever, then you would need the save to change the battery for that. I'm sorry. But you wouldn't need to change the battery in order to keep your save file. It would still retain its save file, unlike the older games. And then, like I said, that got fixed later in the Sinnoh region, and going forward, Unova and all that, there's no problem. And we're gonna go over what. So we're gonna look at these three. These three up top. This is actually my little brother's. I let him use it because I would always just beat this game all the time. As just like, I don't know how to explain it, just to train good teams and then just play it and then trade it over to either one of these. Same thing with the Fire Red and same thing with the Sapphire, because the first game I got was this, second was this, third, fourth, and then fifth. But yeah, I would basically just use this, and this just to play the game for fun over and over. I never got bored with these games. I used to literally play them every day, beat them every couple of days, sometimes every day. And then this one I would never... I started over once, I'm not going to lie. The first time I played the game, I used just Blaziken and just Groudon, because I didn't feel like catching any other Pokemon. And then I had a TM Pokemon, obviously. So I didn't feel like using any other Pokemon. So by the time the Pokemon League came around, I think I had like a 60-something Groudon and like a level 80 Blaziken, because I would literally only use those Pokemon. And then, yeah, I obviously started over. And this is my original cartridge from my original time playing the Hoenn region, my favorite region ever. And I restarted once after that, the story that I just told, and then I've never restarted since. That's like 400 hours. But we'll get into that. And then this is my original Emerald that I've actually never started over. And my older brother actually used to play that one. And like I said, my little brother and me play these three. And then this one is exclusively mine, and my older brother used to play this. But we're going to get into... I'm going to do what I did last time with the tins that I picked up as a way of recording this. Sorry about that, guys. Let me just get them. Alright, so I'm really going to show just the Ruby, my original Ruby, and then the Emerald. Because they have the most interesting Pokemon, and they're the only ones that weren't just used to beat the game over and over. So I'm going to get into it. Still got to blow it, it's a Pokemon game. We're going to get into it right now. Oh, see, I didn't even blow good enough. Alright, there we go. That's good. That's okay. This is my original one. My name is May on here because obviously May is... I used the girl and because I thought she looked more like May in the game. 523 hours, 34 minutes. It's a lot of time. Like I said, nothing doesn't seem to have anything that interesting, so I guess I'll just trade around. But I always kept this. I have an Eevee Jirachi. Yeah, those are for my friend from the Action Replay. I had an Action Replay too, but I only used it sparingly, and then I think I actually lost that one. But my friend had it. These are actually fairly trained. But they're not like EV trained or anything special. Yeah, just, some basic Pokemon. These I was training. These I was actually breeding to get good natures, and this is to get Fake Out, and the other one is to get Hypnosis. Yeah, on the... And then I was getting, I think, Dragon Dance and, like, Belly Drum on these. Dragon Dance on these. Let's see what else. What's interesting here. Oh, these are actually teams that I'm going to trade on to those 3 games I was showing earlier. The 3 up top there. These 3. To actually use these teams throughout the game. Because Hoenn, the only thing you have to worry about in these regions is For Hoenn, you can literally trade over Johto Pokemon, Kanto Pokemon, and Hoenn Pokemon, and there's no, lock with region lock for the games because they came out before they even remade a Johto or remade a Kanto, so it didn't really matter. But for the Kanto games, the Leaf Green and Fire Red, you couldn't trade over Johto and Hoenn until you got the Ruby Sapphire, or you got later in the game on the island. So these are the interesting. See, Timid, Psychic Hypnosis. This one's Timid as well. This probably, yeah. Keep going. This is another one. Yeah, see, they have like interesting teams and good natures. Look, that's pretty cool. All 3 punches, and it's Timid, I think. Yeah. And then obviously, yeah, some pretty cool Pokemon here that I'm going to be training. And let's just, yeah, just revisiting. Actually, let's go through the whole PC. I'm sorry about that, guys. What's in my team too? My team's just a Charizard to fly around and then a Mudkip. And a Safari Ball. That's why I thought it was cool. I kept this because it has Safari Ball. And I'm probably going to trade that onto my Emerald to duplicate it. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's pretty damn cool if I want to catch a Pokemon in style. Use it. Nothing really that special, just Pokemon traded around throughout the years. Yeah, see, at one point I even had these sorted by type. Nothing crazy, this is just more of a breeding to trade onto those, like I said. Those are more that I'm going to eventually... See, I was even breeding Eevee to get, and then there was all the eggs to breed. Alright, so that's the Ruby. That was the Ruby right there. Now we're going to look at the Emerald. This one's obviously going to be better, and I'm going to explain why in a second. This one's going to be better because, like I said, the Ruby, there's a whole system. The Ruby is where I breed all the Pokemon, then I trade them onto one of these 3 games to train up when I start a new game. After I do that, and I get them to a high level, I end up trading them, to the Emerald right here because if you watch my older videos, I actually have a thing of how to breed both Pokemon and items in Emerald, and that's the whole point because I'll get them to a high level and then I'll just breed them, and I'll show what I mean by that when you see in a second. See, I have all my, oh my God, what's wrong with me? Sorry about that, guys. See, I have really good Pokemon here. Yeah, I know I literally went to the worst box. Let's go to a better box. Let's look at my team real quick. All right, so. See some random Pokemon high levels. Some of these I think I got from friends because I don't nickname my Pokemon usually. But yeah, you see some pretty good Pokemon, and you'll even see some duplicates because see, level 60. This is actually my, yeah, see some pretty good Pokemon. Never box 9. If you watch the duplicating video, you'll see why box 9 is always empty. Some pretty good Pokemon here. I have legendaries, everything here. That's a shiny Ambipom. That's kind of cool. And yes, it was legit, 100%. All my shiny Pokemon are legit because I didn't have shiny codes back then. Wow, I'm just moving around way too much. More just duplicated Pokemon. I'm shaking way too much. I apologize for that, guys. There's either Pokemon I have to trade, or looks I have duplicated. And those, yeah, those are hacked at one point. This is not, because I got it from the disc, the Jirachi, the bonus disc for Coliseum. And then these are, yeah, obviously cheated. Some interesting Pokemon. Yeah, Suicune, this is fair, but I just duplicated a shit ton of times. That's when I was just duplicating for the first time, and I was like enamored by it. Yeah, some pretty good Pokemon in here. Here's a shit ton of level 100s. Even Feebas, anything in here. Alright, let me use 2 hands, because every time I use one... Yeah, I used to have a Battle Tower box. And, yeah, some pretty good Pokemon in here, like I said. And now I'm just going to show, just for reference, this, you know, how this is kind of crazy. I'll show this Fire Red. And show you what I mean by I trade them over to train the Pokemon and then trade them back. I'll just show what's on this Fire Red because there's some pretty good Pokemon currently on here. Show the team. See, it's like levels. They're a pretty good team right here. I'll show the move set. This one's Jolly and his fake out. I got onto this one. This one's just pretty good. This one has Will-O-Wisp, Toxic, and Poké-Rust, if you see in the corner. This has Dragon Dance onto it. This has Dragon Dance, Thunder Wave too, and then this is just the Pokemon just to level it off. It's pretty cool though. Those are my childhood games that I played. Obviously these three, not much sentimental value, but it's pretty cool that I'm playing them to this day. But these have a lot of sentimental value to me. All right, guys, thanks for watching.